Is this the best family SUV? We'll find out in today's video. I'll include a link to the Lexus Murray's website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Apparently this is a 2.5 liter four-cylinder paired to a hybrid and an eCVT. Fuel economy is 35 miles per gallon combined between city and highway driving, and this produces about 243 horsepower. The more subscribers that I have, the easier it is to get access to more cars, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. I think we can all agree, this green, really cool looking. Now the Highlander has more angular headlights, and then we also have fog lights with this. Lots of chrome trim with the grille, also blacked out trim too. And altogether, it's not necessarily a looker, but it's functional. Our trunk wheel setup is 235 by 55 by 20. You can see you've got this metallic kind of silver finish on the wheels. Unpainted fender flares, got a little all-wheel drive badge too. And you can see with the side profile, not as boxy as the Grand Highlander sibling. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock opening for the hatch. You've got the Toyota logo there as well. Now in the cargo area, we've got a 1500 watt outlet. Not a crazy amount of space behind the third row. If you want more, you go Grand Highlander. And the raise and lower function for the third row is manual. When we're all done, they just make things simple. Pretty neat taillight design. You've got your HEV badge, and that'll cap things off for the exterior of this Highlander. Let's now check out the interior. Sunshade here for the rear passengers. We also have this nice, I think it's fake wood trim, and then you got soft touch below that. Fancier seats with this platinum package. You've got all of your adjustments here on the side, very nicely labeled. Legroom here in the rear is really good. We also have a storage pocket. Heated seats, we've got our own climate zone in the back, and then we also have some USB ports and an outlet down below. Headroom back here, not enormous, but it do fit. Definitely reserve the third row for kids. Not a lot of space back here, but we at least get a little window, and then we also have some ventilation up top. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop inside. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then just below that we've got our memory seat function. We also have more nice trim on the front door panel here, and the mirrors, they actually power fold in. More nice gray trim here on the front driver's seat. It is power adjustable with lumbar support. The passenger seat is just power adjustable. Now off to the left hand side of the steering wheel, we've got our shortcut button to turn on the outlet, your heated steering wheel, and then for the camera. Let's start her up. Soft touch trim all around the steering wheel with some piano black at the bottom section. Adaptive cruise control with this. We also have our lane departure, and then on the left hand side you've got controls to center stack, volume, voice command controls as well. The Highlander has a fully digital gauge cluster like other modern Toyotas. You can customize the info that's in each part of the gauge, and you also have 3 different preset items. And this Platinum version also comes with a Subaru, just kidding, heads-up display. 360 camera system with really sharp resolution, as well as Toyota's modern infotainment system. It does have a little volume knob, but yeah, it's a touchscreen and it is quick to respond. Now you have a little shelf there just above the glove box, and then you have another one below the infotainment system with the phone charging pad. Bunch of USB ports below that with a 12 volt. We also have a shifter for the eCVT, some cup holders right next to that. And the shifter, we've got our drive mode, select, and then next to that we've got shortcut buttons for like your parking brake, auto hold. You have a trail mode, interesting, EV mode, and then stability control. And the center console here is pretty cool with how that opens and closes, but yeah, plenty of storage space inside. Finally, we've got a camera rear view mirror, and then this one is equipped with a panoramic sunroof. Let's see how the Highlander Hybrid performs. Highlander with the Hybrid. I will say these Highlanders are actually really hard to get a hold of for reviews. It seems like Toyota is producing a lot more of the Grand Highlanders than the regular ones, which makes sense because most people that are going to get a 3-row Toyota are going to want the bigger SUV now. But there is still a practical case for this. One of which I see if you're just going to use the third row on occasion, or if you've got really little kids still, then, you know, having the smaller third row is great, and this saves you a little bit of money over a Grand Highlander because of the lower MSRP. But let's see how this performs. I will say I do like these gray seats. I'm actually a huge fan of gray. It kind of shows dirt and stuff a little bit less than other colors. It's just easier to clean in general. Doesn't stain as easy. Well, it depends on if it's juice, that stains like everything, but good power delivery. It's very smooth. Very, very smooth. Suspension's comfortable. And this is why the Highlander is such a good car. Like I know a lot of people that they don't even need to use the third row, and they buy these just because of how comfortable they are, and you know, the Toyota reliability too. that's really good. It's got this nice linear wave of torque. It's one thing I do love about Toyota's powertrains, the hybrid powertrains to be exact. You're never desperate for torque. It seems like you know, on the top end, right, it's not the quickest, but on the low end, it's quite impressive. Yeah, this is very smooth. And the braking's smooth too. And they've updated this interior a bit over the years. And they obviously updated the powertrain too, right? Because you can get a turbo 4-cylinder with this too. They got rid of the V6 version. That was bad. I spaced out there and forgot to use my turn signal. Dumb. Don't be dumb like me. Yeah, the torque here is really good. And it goes into EV mode quite often. That's another nice thing about Toyota's hybrids, is the transition from EV to hybrid is very seamless. Yeah, this is nice. And this has, it looks like pretty much a full tank of gas. It's got over 400 miles of range. So not bad for a crossover this size. Not bad at all. In conclusion, you know, this doesn't look quite as cool as a Grand Highlander, but again, it saves you, the biggest thing, like I said, it saves you money. It's a smaller vehicle, so it's a little bit less expensive. But I do think the Grand Highlander is probably going to eventually cause the regular Highlander to phase out. We'll see. But yeah, my thought on that is just that most people that are going to go for this will just go for the Grand Highlander because they go, oh, same powertrain options, but bigger vehicle. Probably going to go for the bigger vehicle. But let me know if you'd like this over the Grand Highlander, right? Some people do like the smaller size of something like this versus the much larger size that you get with the Grand Highlander. And let me know what you guys think about this segment of crossover, because it's kind of going away now. I mean, you've got like the Hyundai Santa Fe, you've got this, Kia Sorento, Mitsubishi Outlander is, I think, a little bit smaller than this. But like most of the crossovers, or you know, SUVs as you might call it, are now going big. They're all going big. So is this something that you'll miss, or are you guys okay with the bigger SUVs?